Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. How the heck have you been? I'm back today with the makeup tutorial, okay? I'm taking a little bit of a break from the vlogs, but let me know if you've been liking those. They've been really fun to not only film, but edit. I don't know, I feel like you can get really more creative with vlogs as opposed to like these sit down, type of videos, but I'm really feeling the fall vibes. So this full face of fall inspired makeup is all affordable. So if that's your vibe, definitely stick around, give me a thumbs up, subscribe before you leave, and let's get into the video, guys. Let's go. Okay, let's get started. The hair is just in a scrunchie. Okay, not much I can do about it. It is it's super curly, and I swear to God, it's because I haven't used a flat iron in like 5 to 7 years. When I straighten my hair, I do a blowout, which you guys probably saw in one of my recent vlogs. But that's besides the point. Let's go ahead and get this face going. I'm gonna prime up my eyes, and to do that, I've been going back to this. It's the LA Girl Pro Primer. It's their HD eyeshadow primer, and it's just like a retractable type of situation here. Ooh. I need to Windex this mirror. So I think I'm gonna dip into this one because I've never used it before. It's from LA Girl. It's the Keep It Playful Eye Palette. First shade I'm gonna take is this one right here just to set the base. I always set the base. I just feel like it always gets splotchy, so I always just put a real thin layer just to set it, and it usually helps my shadows blend. I think to start, obviously, this is gonna make a good transition shade right here because I want this to be a little bit more like a smokier eye. So I'm gonna go with a little bit of a bigger brush. Oh my, that is, look at that pigment. I love LA Girl. I feel like them and Wet n Wild have like, oh my God, the most pigmented eyeshadows for drugstore. Wow, look at that. Like I always place my brush like in the middle and then kind of drag it out. That way I get a lot of the pigment right in the center of the lid, or the center of the crease. So I'm now gonna pick up this corner shade, which is like that reddish brown, just to deepen it up, and I'm gonna put that in the outer corners here. My God. You know what? I have not worn shadow like this in, oh my God. Like, I know, because it's just, like, it's all about natural now and more simple eye looks. So this is, like, I forgot, like, what I even look like with a full, like, eyeshadow look. Looks crazy now, I promise you, though, with lashes and everything. Taking this beautiful, you can kind of see the formula's more foiled than the other ones in the center there. These are more, like, just shimmers. It's definitely... Oh my, look at that. It's definitely foiled. Oh wow. I'm gonna take a little bit of this bone shade, and when I brought my shadow a little high, so my brows aren't done yet, but see what I mean? It just kind of helps clean up shadow if like you went like too high. You can also use concealer. This is drugstore. Look at this. So since we're pretty dramatic, we might as well go all out. I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula. I got a new one, fresh. It's the waterproof formula because I feel like it's a lot more pigmented than the regular formula. If you guys know of a really good pigmented, like matte liquid liner, or like felt tip liner, any type of like liner from the drugstore, let me know. I did use that Maybelline one, which you guys saw, I think in my one video, and it like dried out. But like before I buy that one again, I want to see if there's something a little bit better that's more comparable to this one. So let me know. I don't think that's bad. You guys know I have 2 different eye shapes. Nothing ever looks symmetrical on my face, but I think we did pretty good. I feel like we needed that. I'm gonna pop on some lashes real quick. I don't know which ones I'm gonna use, but I'll let you know once I put them on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so my lashes are on. I ended up going with Beauty Creations. You guys know I'm a huge fan of her lashes. Let's go ahead and start on the complexion. First thing I'm gonna do is prime, and I am going to use the e.l.f. putty primers. I steered away from these for a little bit, so I'm gonna pull them back out and give them a whirl because I do really like them. I like the poreless putty primer. to me it is a little bit more hydrating, so I'll use that on like the outer perimeters of my face. And then I like the matte one, and I use that more so in the T-zone. I'll use my fingers for this, and I'm gonna put this one more so like where my pores. I'm excited about, it's the Revlon Color Stay, but this one's for the normal dry skin. I used to use the one for oily skin way back in the day, like middle school. That was like the first really true foundation that I started wearing, like when I started wearing makeup. So I want to give this a go. I want to say I'm in the shade Buff, but they were out. So I did get 200, which is nude. This one, because it is for normal and dry skin, it's more of a natural finish as opposed to the one for oily skin, which is more of a matte finish. I'm a little bit drier. I'm a little older. I'm a little bit drier. So we're going to go in with this one. The one for oily skin, I feel like that was a little bit more of a thicker consistency. This one's definitely runny. Look at that. I'm going to take that with, actually, I'm just going to take like the primer brush and, oh, wow. This is a really nice shade. I'm going to start like half of my face just because in case this like sets down, we should be okay. But oh my God. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Shut up. Yeah, this is definitely light. Like, I feel like Buff might be a little bit, like, it looks like it matches, because, like, I swear to God, my chest up is so fair, but, like, my arms and my legs, see what I mean? Look at that. Wow. It is. It's not as dry as the other formula that I used years ago. That is so nice. This is my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, by the way. Now this is definitely lightweight. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like, I mean, I obviously have foundations that I feel like cover a little bit better, but this has really good coverage, but still like looks like your skin. Like, can you see? I still have a little bit of like a sheen to my skin because this obviously is a little bit more of a natural finish, it says, which is what it's marketed as. That's good. That's good. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the LA Girl. This one's in the shade Natural. I do have the peach corrector, but I feel like this is a little bit more of a lighter peach, even though it's not marketed as like a color, as a peach color corrector. The shade of this, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. See what I mean? So I'm going to use this because my under eyes have gotten so bad this year. The last time I had under eye filler was 2018. I mean, so it's like 3 years ago. There's like probably none even in here at this point. But I feel like they're darker than ever. And like they're getting, like they're hollow again. Because like that filler, I feel like is pretty much dissolved. But do you see how well that did? I think I'm going to go to this one. I haven't used it in a while with you guys. I do use this off camera a lot. It's usually this one or the e.l.f. If you do very, very dry under eyes, I would go with the hydrating e.l.f. one. Sorry, I just sneezed. My nose is like so red now, but I've been liking this. This one's in the shade Oatmeal. I'm going back to like a full under eye concealer. I don't have the under eyes to just like do a little here and a little there. Like I tried. My eyes though right now in the condition that they're in, no, I can't. So I'm gonna go in with here with my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge and start to lightly blend this out. Like I said, if you do have dry under eyes and you want to use this, just make sure you're heavily moisturized under your eyes because this is a little bit more drying than the e.l.f. I feel like. But do you see the coverage I get there? Smile lines too. Like, does anybody else just feel like 2020, like ever since COVID, I guess basically, I just feel like I've aged like so bad. Like my under eyes, I feel like I'm getting like my face. I just don't know what happened. Like I look in the mirror and I'm like, I just feel like I've aged like 5 to 10 years in like the last year. Comment down below. And because this is more of a drier formula, I feel like this sets down really well, so I don't have to like hurry up and go in there and like, you know, put powder and set it. So I'm gonna just let it sit there for a little bit and do its thing, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of cream contour. I always use my L'Oreal Infallible stick foundation, but I'm gonna go back to this. This is the Maybelline. This is in the shade Cafe number 30. It's their Fit Me concealer, and this one I know I can just go directly on because again, it does blend out very well. Sponge, just kind of flip it over and just do a little bit of like a cream contour. See that? It's a really pretty shade. It's so easy to blend. That's why I'm like, I don't know why. I mean, everybody has their preferences, but like, why spend your money on these contour sticks? To set everything in place, I'm gonna go in, this is the NYX Mineral Matte Finishing Powder. It is loose, it's in the shade Light Medium. This is so finely milled. It's like, it's incredible. See how I didn't even really crease under my eyes? That top. And I'll go concealer. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. I feel like not a lot of people talk about this, but it's just super thin and light. I'm just gonna set here. The only thing that's not really affordable, I always have to use this as like the perfect nose contour shade. It's the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. So just to finish bronzing up the skin, I'm going in. This is Physicians Formula. It's their Matte Butter Bronzer. This one, the only thing is, it is super fragrance, like more than the other one. This one feels this one definitely smells more like perfumey. Oh wow. Just bronzing a little bit here. For blush, I was gonna use a cream blush, but we already put powder down, so I have to go with powder blush. So I'm gonna take a break from my Milani. You guys know my baked blushes, love those. I'm gonna go back to this. I did hit pan on this. I used to use it all the time. The Wet n Wild, this is the Color Icon blush in the shade Mellow Wine. But this is pigmented, so I'm gonna go with the Duo Fiber brush. It's their this is the Sigma F50, because I think these are pigmented. I'm gonna bring it like a little bit on my apples. Oh yeah, see that? Oh yeah, look at the difference. Pigmented, and inexpensive. Wet n Wild, my friends. Sometimes I keep everything high up. I think it kind of just depends on the look, you know, you're going for that day. But I feel like with age, I'm just like losing volume, honestly, everywhere. I wanted like a more like pinchy cheek type of moment. Let's just go ahead and get our brows done. And for that, I am using the NYX Brow Glue. I love this stuff. I'm almost out of it. I've just been using it up, but I've really come to like it. And you guys know I love the NYX. This is the Lift and Snatch, but I did go back and get the shade Espresso, and I feel like it suits my eyes a little bit more, especially like since my highlights have been growing out. That's what I've been doing. I did thin them out a little bit. My brows were getting so thick. And then to set the brows, my NYX Brow Glue. Definitely just like brings the hairs back to life, you know? Then I just take the bottom of the barrel, like on a brush, and I just kind of like push them down. So I'm just gonna take a teeny weensy bit of the first shade that we used over here and just sweep it close to the lash line. I'm not gonna like drag it out. Like I'm not gonna drag it down. I'm just gonna like hug it. As close as I can. I don't even know if you can see if that like even did anything. Mascara at the bottom lashes. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Length. Just to like coat them so like you can see them. You know what I mean? I have pretty long lower lashes. Highlights, I'm going in, this is the NYX. It's their High Glass Illuminating Powder. Only because I don't want like something like blinding today. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want, I can see it in person. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna put like a little bit in the center of my forehead too. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I am gonna set the face. I'm using the LA Girl setting spray. It's the Fix and Set makeup for extended wear. Because I do feel I'm a little bit matte, even though that foundation's a natural finish, which it is, but I don't want to make it any more matte, so I'm just going to use like just a regular spray here. I'm going to cover up. I hate when it gets like all over me. Okay. Oh, you know what? I wanted to highlight the inner corner of my eyeball, but there's not really a type of shade that I can use in here. I'm just gonna go in with this. It's the makeup, you guys know, the Makeup Obsession Mega Honey. Something in here. Yes, that's it. This is such a great highlight. I mean, it is so pigmented. Oh yeah. Too big of a brush. Oh wow. Really don't want to use my raw chocolate lip liner because you guys, I always use it and I know I do, but it's just like the perfect like light brown, like mid-tone brown is what I always say. I did a little bit. What is this? This is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in Cafe. I'm really trying not to use raw chocolate. I'm really trying my best for you. I think that's manageable, right? I'm gonna try this. This is the e.l.f. Lipstick in Nectar. Let's try this. All right, bad. Okay. Let's see how, it's got a little bit, cause it's like nectar. It's not like pink, okay. I think I like that. I'm debating if I wanna do a gloss or not. You guys know I have these lifter glosses that I love so much. Let's try it. I think I kind of like the gloss. I think we're gonna do that. I went in with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Amber. It's like my favorite one. Let's see if I can do anything with this hair. I mean, this just is not the business today. I don't know. I don't know what to say, but like this hair, and this is, I'm telling you guys, this is why I don't wear it curly, because I can't handle it. I mean, she just takes over. It is such a losing battle. Guys, my hair's not staying like this, but I had to come on here. Tell me if you know who I look like right now. Like there's one person, as soon as I put my hair like this, like on the top of my head, I'm just like messing around with it. She popped in my head. All right, the hint, Harry Potter. Harry Potter. I'm gonna put a picture of her on the screen and tell me, please tell me. Please tell me if there's like not a resemblance, okay? I'm gonna like put it over here. All right, I'm done. So guys, this wraps up today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I just wanted to sit down and do makeup today, and I haven't worn shadow in a long time, like something like to this extreme, and I miss it. It's fall. It's time for the flannels. It's time, oh, you can't even see it. It's time for the flannels. It's time to get cozy. But yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna keep it too much longer. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.